In 2017, a virus known as ID7/Red Eye infected many Americans, causing them to go into full-blown mayhem.
This is Duke Nukem. If you're looking for a douchebag to save the day, then try Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. Alright, now where are the babes?
YouTube is quite a sick beast in itself because their algorithm seems to be attracting me to titles like Big Trouble in Little China. And also thank you to the Russian bots who recommended me this title about a pandemic happening in America called Mayhem. Also, can I give some praise to Steve Yeun because the guy has got some really good comedic acting chops. He's just so badass with the delivery. It's just like we never saw that side to him in The Walking Dead, and Stephen Yeun just gets to be released. I mean, give the guy more comedic roles to do in this vein because it really works.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I googled a small dick douche makes assistant work hard for fake promise of a raise, and it was just like top search result, like #1.
So the premise of Mayhem is Stephen Yeun is a lawyer, and he just crawls his way to the top, but he seems to be quite dissatisfied with the level of job satisfaction that he's getting. The one thing that is eluding him is getting to that penthouse suite where the Nine work. The Nine are a bunch of douchebags who just call the shots, led by John Towers, because the corporation he works for is Towers Smythe Consulting, so that pretty much says everything. It's a sterile building and a sterile environment. So despite his frenetic nature, I think the one thing that Mayhem does very well, it tells a good story, but when it slows down to really good comedic effect. So in one instance, you've got Samara and Steve talking about their favorite bands, and she comes up with some really badass and left field choices like Dirty Rotten Imbeciles, Motorhead, rest in peace Lemmy. And then Steve comes up with the Dave Matthews Band, like, Steve, you were cool up to this point in the movie, and then suddenly, man, you just lost some kudos, dude.
Better not be fucking Dave Matthews Band.
But all in all, Mayhem is definitely worth your time. It's like 1 hour and 26 minutes. There are some good payoffs in the movie. There's things you got to pay attention to because they do come around later. And yeah, there's some great comedic timing with all the everybody. Steve Brand, I think, is the guy who plays John Towers. He was really hilarious. It's like the biggest corporate douchebag overlord boss you never ever want to work for. And even to the very end, when Steve Yeun gets to the Nine and he has that meeting with them, that is just, yeah, it's the devil and angel scenario. I love all that stuff. But Mayhem, which is currently streaming on Shudder, is worth your time, is worth whatever your subscription is going to be for that. But I had a great time watching Mayhem. Definitely an 8 out of 10 experience for me. Would I own it? Yeah, it's funny as hell. Samara Weaving looks hot. Stephen Yeun is just crazy, and I don't think he can ever get any older because that guy's got a great gene pool. He just looks the same every time you see him in a new movie role. He looks fantastic. But yeah, Mayhem, give it a shot. You won't regret it. And it's filled to the brim with killer, funny, visual and verbal moments.